Okay, hello to those who weren't with us. So we're talking about how we're feeling about this eclipse. And so Capia is a very tricky place because it's a place of contact, a place of transformation, but it's also full of garbage. So, and I know because I was there for a while, and sometimes I would come back home and I would be tired and feeling down and sad or whatever. And I realized that this happened when I went to certain places, you know. So yeah, just be careful with that and not to mix up the state you're in with stuff that might have stuck to you when you were in some energies that just bringing you down. You understand what I mean, Susan?
Wow, yeah, that's a different perspective I've not heard before.
Yes, it's full of garbage. Trust me, trust me.
Wow.
So a way to do that, to kind of get rid of that, is like the best way is to find ways to bring yourself joy. It can be through dance, through singing, through being creative, through laughing. That's the best way to get rid of it. Like you can speak to people to remove entities, whatever, but the most efficient way and the most solid way to do it is to learn how to bring joy into your field. And this, like those garbage lower astral stuff, can't stand the vibration of joy because it's too high. So they just leave your field.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then you're welcome. And then you can have a clear mind to start working on what you really need to work on instead of just trying to keep afloat from lower energies.
Okay. Today I will look for joy.
Yes, yes. And if you want after this, like tomorrow or whatever, some point we can speak, like we can have a conversation just on one-to-one.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Well, for me too, it has been intense. And it's really interesting because it's been a time where I had to stand in my truth. I had to declare, I had to show, I had to express my truth exactly how I felt it. And it's not always easy. And I think this eclipse is actually making it more difficult because it's like an exercise, you know. So sorry, I'm reading the comment at the same time. Okay, Lucy saying, I've been meditating and connecting with Mother Gaia. However, is there anything I can do to gain some energy? Um, I don't know, Lucy, do you feel low? Like, how do you feel? Like sometimes you just need to rest, you know. If you're feeling tired, maybe you need to rest. It can be caused by how you eat as well, because it's super intense. This energy is super intense. So whatever happens in your field and eating creates things in your field, it can affect, like maybe in a more intense way, your levels of energy. Grounding is always a good idea anyway. Like connecting to Gaia is always a good idea. Like walking bare feet in nature is always a good idea. However, you know, I think being in wonder is like what I call being in wonder is just like being in nature and, you know, marveling at a flower. Or it sounds silly, but it really works when you do it from your heart. Just connecting with a flower, a bird, a tree. Trees are amazing healers. You don't necessarily have to hug a tree or what, I don't know where you find trees around your home, and if you don't want to feel ridiculous or whatever, but you don't necessarily have to hug a tree. You can just connect with the tree and ask for healing. They will help you. They will give you energy. Hello, Sarah. Thanks for joining. So let's talk about this eclipse and why it is so strong and and intense and everything. So there's a lot happening in this full moon. It's like a million codes are being encapsulated in one event. So it's a lunar eclipse, which means that the Earth comes between the sun and the moon. So the Earth is going to be casting its shadow on the moon, which means that it's our realm, our incarnation, our manifested, incarnated realm that is going to hide the light of the sun onto, cast a shadow onto our emotional, our deepest feelings, let's say. Where it happens, I'm going to share quickly my screen with you. It has a very, very wide reach. Basically, it reaches everywhere except the Americas. Sorry, that's not what I want to share with you. This is what I want to share with you. Okay. Do you see the globe? Sorry, it went away. Oh, man. Sorry.
No, we still see Zoom.
Hang on. Voilà. Do you see the globe now?
Yes.
Okay. So the pink part is where it's entirely visible, where the shadow will be like super visible. The bluish gray area is like some of the eclipse is visible, so it reaches to here. It goes down to Antarctica, which was already hit by the previous solar eclipse 2 weeks ago. And then all Asia, Australia, I want to say Lemuria as well, which is here. So everyone is affected by the eclipse except the Americas. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, what else is there to say? What's special about this full moon is the full moon of Vesak. So Vesak is the moon. It is said that it's the time where the masters meet in the valley of Vesak in the Himalayas to, let's say, ingrain the future of humanity for the next 12 months. And the thing is, so it's a very important date because it's the fate of Earth for the next year. And the thing is, the masters, of course, they're not incarnated, so they need us to help incarnate this intention and manifest it onto planet Earth. So that's why it's like a super important moon, and it's a beautiful moon as well, because, you know, it says a lot about our mission, our role, our place on Earth, and our connection as well with the skies, with the masters, with other planes. So it's a moon that requires that we stand in our axis, and it's really a heaven to earth moon cycle. The eclipse, I spoke about that. So it's about showing shadows. It's about hiding the light of the sun. So the symbolism of getting into the depth of our shadows. In Scorpio, that makes it like 10 million times worse. Because you know that Scorpio is the master of shadows, is the master of deep work. And I want to read you a sentence that I find is a beautiful way to look at Scorpio as well. And it says, in Scorpio, the soul comes to recognize its creative and regenerative power. And it does that by going into the depth of its soul, like the deepest hidden things. And yeah, this eclipse is urging us to do that. It's also a very special eclipse because it won't be repeated until very long, at least 18 years, I believe. So it's a very special opportunity here that we have to go look deep and get rid of stuff that we need to transform. I know everyone says that, and we tend to say that at every moon cycle, but it's not like we're doing the same work. It's like we're doing it at successive levels. You can't like just clean yourself and just become illuminated from one day to the other. And the phases of the moon that we've been living together have been helping us like from layer to layer. One time we're going to focus on who we want to be, on who we really are, and next, or maybe at the same time, just remove a first layer of things that we no longer need, or patterns that we've lived with forever and that no longer serves us, etc., etc. This one is really taking us to the depth of the depth of the depth. And sometimes it hurts. And it's okay, because we're humans, and the hurting, the suffering, the emotion that comes with it, we can learn as well to channel and make it fuel for us to become who we really want to be, and create the life that we really want to create. Are you following me? Because everyone has turned off their camera. I feel like I'm talking to the void. Thank you. What else? Oh, the last part that is one of my favorite. It bears the code, the numerical code of 5. It's the 5th of May, 23. 2 and 3 is 5, so it's 555. 5 is the number by excellence of man, of human being, of the human being that connects sky and earth. It's the pentagram, you know? You know the pentagram? Everyone is familiar with the pentagram? I can show you a badly drawn pentagram.
Very interesting.
Yeah?
perspective.
Okay. It's the 5 senses, it's the hand, it's everything human as a link between heaven and earth. And I find it's beautiful that we are invited to looking at the depth of our shadows in a moment where the masters need us to connect to earth, and that we are the code of this eclipse. It's us, the code. We represent that. So we're going to be working on that aspect of going deep into our, not going deep into our shadows, but in a way getting rid of or transforming what we no longer need and what is deeply hidden. We're going to work as well on standing firm in our truth, standing firm and being of service, of incarnating light, incarnating consciousness, incarnating heaven or the cosmic light into earth, and also acknowledging our humanity, our incarnation on this planet. You following me so far?
Yes, that is.
Okay,
I'm just
cool.
seeing all the time 555. And last night I had a little bit mushroom ceremony, and they showed me dragon, and dragon
Okay.
was they helping dragon want to just wake up, was tired, and oh, I'm talking. I want to cry, and
It's okay.
dragon one just in the earth, just earth dragon, just Kundalini, she wants to wake up, and they need a lot of help, and just I need a lot of you guys help me to wake up. Lots of healing, just I need everybody help each other. And he was so tired and lying down around, but when I was tired, I just feel the tiredness. Somebody put the oil in my back because I feel the heaviness of the earth, and At the same time, my eyes were closed, but Dragon was happy. Yes, I need all the help you guys helping me to wake up. That was so magical and scary. How much want to wake up, but need lots of help, lots of healers. Just asking me, I need all of you to help me to wake up.
Yes.
That was too much.
It's really, in Buddhism, it's really a big day. So many people are gathering today for Vesak meditation, and it's really a big day. So yes, we are putting our hands together to help with this. Before we go into the meditation, I wanted to talk to you about a few aspects that I find important. From the 1st of May, Pluto has become retrograde, which means it's going back towards Capricorn. And Pluto is the planet of power. We know it's the planet of death, of transformation, but it's also the planet of power. Many facets of power. The power that you have lost, the power that someone is imposing onto you, the power of self as well. So it's the issues of power related as well to your own truth. It is also being like it's super strong because it's being expanded by Jupiter, which is squaring Pluto. Jupiter is the expansionist. Wherever it's aspecting another planet, it just expands the meaning and it makes it like 10 times bigger. So it's a really super strong, let's say, energy that is floating around that is related to that. It can be related to fear as well. Absolutely, because, you know, Pluto is the last planet on the Kuiper belt. So it's what is beyond the Kuiper belt of the asteroid belt.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Earlier, I told you authority about what I was going through, and you can replace authority by power. That I was having a struggle with somebody imposing their power on me in a way. It's very interesting what you told me. It resonates strongly.
But we're going to work with this as well, recovering our own power. The second super planet that is very present in the energies is Uranus. Uranus is conjunct the Sun, and Uranus is the wild one, is the one that searches for truth, is the innovator, is the one that doesn't respect rules, and is the one that wants truth and clarity. Uranus is the planet associated with Chokhmah in the Sephirotic tree, and it's the wisdom as well. And we're going to be working with that too. So here's another super big planet, an outer planet that again is bringing us truth on the table on who we really are. I'm not talking about the general aspect like society, the truth, what's happening, you know, in news, etc. I'm more interested in working with ourselves. And last but not least, there's a really very strong aspect that is happening, that is a grand square, where on the one hand we have Uranus and the Sun in Taurus that are opposing the Moon. And they are squaring two dwarf planets. One is Hygeia, the other one is Chariklo. And both speak about healing. They speak about the balance. They speak about the feminine and the masculine. And I really like the fact that these energies that are demanding truth, it's also healing energies. And however tough or painful or hard the emotions or the moments that we are going through at the moment, it's also part of the healing process. And we have support to do that. That's my point. We have support to do it. You're not alone, and the stars are giving us that energy for that. That's, in summary, the important things that I wanted to keep from everything that you can, you can go deeper if you go to videos of Mercedes or whoever you follow for astrology. But these are the things that I wanted us to work on. You good? Good with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Any
yeah.
questions? Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna start the music and I want to check with you that it's working fine. Okay, I haven't started the audio. So just to recap, essentially we're going to work on cleaning whatever needs to be cleaned. We're going to work on standing straight as an axis between heaven and earth. And by doing that, being in our truth. And while we're going to work on these two aspects, opening up ourselves to being who we are, while recognizing our shadows and releasing them, letting go of them, and allowing our deepest, most sincere, truest version ourselves to come. This is exactly the process of healing that we're gonna achieve today. Okay, let's go. Can you hear me well while the music is playing?
The music is not here yet.
It's very subtle. Maybe I put it up a little bit. Can you hear it now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Drop into your breath. And start breathing through your nose. Breathe in softly. Breathe out. And start massaging your body, preparing it to receive today's meditation. Go down to your feet, along your legs, your knees, your thighs, your genitals, your lower back, your torso, your breast, your neck, your head, and come back to your seated position. Become aware of the air coming in through your nose, coming out through your nose. Keep that consciousness for every breath. And place your right hand on your lower belly, underneath your navel, and your left hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. If you don't feel it, place your fingers in your neck. And once you got your pulse, you come back to your heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing, using your heartbeat as the pulse to count your breaths. And breathe out, release. Continue for a few breaths. And now picture yourself walking in an open field, in a prairie, bare feet. And as you walk, your feet touch the ground and you feel the grass, the flowers, the soil beneath your feet. As you walk, you start entering a forest, a beautiful forest full of light, birds, animals, wonderful trees. You go deeper into the forest until you come to a clearing where you stop. You find yourself surrounded by trees. They form a circle around you, and you stand in the middle. You stand tall, your arms resting along your body. And you start feeling a connection go from your feet and going into the ground. You feel a tingling in your legs, in your feet. And you become aware that you are growing roots down into earth and laterally on the sides, connecting with the trees around you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You now feel deeply rooted to the ground. Your roots continue to grow, and you find yourself standing firm, stable, and strong. And you start feeling your legs, hips, and lower torso forming a trunk. And slowly, you start growing up towards the sky as your arms extend into branches. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And you continue to grow, reaching higher and higher into the sky, growing wider and bigger into a beautiful, magnificent tree. You continue reaching into the ground with your roots that become stronger and stronger while you stretch the sky again and again in search for the light. As you continue to grow into a beautiful tree, I notice a violet light hovering near my highest branch in the sky, my crown. I take that violet light in my hands and I bring it to my root chakra. And I set the intention to transmute all fear. I let the light spread around my genitals and down to my feet, into my roots. And as the color violet spreads around me, I allow myself to know, experience, and live in abundance, knowing that I am supported by Mother Earth where my roots have grown. I take a deep breath in, hum. I sustain, het. And a deep breath out, hum. Releasing all that needs to be released. I bring the light to my second chakra, the sacral. And I set the intention to remove all guilt, all self-blame. And I let the light surround my lower belly. And as I released all guilt, I allow myself to know and experience pleasure. I inhale, hum. Sustain, het. Exhale, hum. And I take that violet light and I bring it to my plexus. I set the intention to release all shame. And as the violet light spreads around me, I recognize my willpower and I set the intention to know and be my truest self. I inhale, hum. Sustain, het. And exhale deeply, hum. And I take that violet light in my hands and I bring it to my heart chakra. And I set the intention to release all grief. And as I let the violet light surround me, and remove all grief and pain, I allow myself to know and experience love. And I take that violet light and I bring it to my throat. And I set the intention to let go of all lies. The lies I tell myself. And as the violet light surrounds me, I become aware that I accept my truth and express it. I inhale deeply, hum. I sustain, het. And I exhale, hum. And I take that violet light into my hands and bring it to my third eye. And I set the intention to remove all illusion and all illusion of separation. And as the violet light surrounds my head, I allow myself to know and experience oneness, unity, and me as being connected and part of all that is. I inhale, hum, sustain, het. Exhale, hum. And I take that violet light and bring it back to my crown chakra. And I set the intention to release all earthly attachments. And as the violet light surrounds me completely, I allow myself to have complete awareness of my actions and embody pure cosmic energy. I inhale, hum, sustain, het, and exhale, hum. Now that I've traveled through all my chakras, I feel the sun and the wind playing in my leaves and in my branches. I feel the pulse of Mother Earth in my feet. I feel the nourishing sap running through my veins, nourished by the waters that fall from the sky and those that run onto Mother Earth. And I smell the delicate fragrance of the flowers that have grown on my branches. The flowers blossom and grow into fruits. And I become aware that each fruit bears new seeds that will create new life, new tree, and nurture my own tree, my own roots, for me to grow even bigger, stronger, and higher. I understand that I am creation, that I am incarnation of heaven on earth. And as I stand firm and strong, with each breath, I connect heaven and earth. I take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I am the tree. I am the fruit. I am the tree of life. I am, I am, I am. I take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I activate with the sound ah. I am, I am, I am. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I come back here and now. I stretch. I yawn. I massage and caress my body from head to toe, toe to head. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back. here and now.
You have a magical voice. Yes. Did you guys notice we are 5 too? 5 people in only here.
Ah, wow. And it's
That
5 to
was
5.
yeah, exactly. That's why I said, "Oh
It's
my God, all supposed to be only 5. Oh my God." Mhm. They said there was meditation. They said, "Look at you guys, even 5 people here. You're supposed." Oh,
you can come back to that space, to that tree that you are, anytime you need to find strength or to find your axis. You can even redo the meditation whenever you need it. Thank you very much. Is everyone eclipsed apart from Masi? Okay. I will see you on Zoom the next time or on Heartbeat. I wish you a beautiful eclipse. We are into the eclipse time right now. And goodbye. See you soon. It's 5 to 5 exactly.
yes.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Thank you.